Hello, darling. It's really nice to see you again. And thanks for joining me for today's video. Okay. So as I promised you in my last video, that this video is going to be a tour of my van. Woohoo! And occasionally, I'll make a video for my subscribers and my viewers. You know, like when they ask me about something, and I'll make a video about it if I can, using my knowledge and my experiences so that they and other people can gain some insight and hopefully find something helpful from that video in some way. And some of the videos that I have made for my subscribers and my viewers include how I bleached my hair, how to overcome trauma, and are these the best anti-redness creams for rosacea, as well as today's video, because one of my subscribers has asked me to do a van tour, and I was planning on doing a van tour in the near future, but I just want to do some more things and fix up some more things on the van first before I did the van tour. So what I've decided to do is I'll do the van tour today, just how the van is at the moment. And then I'll do another video about when I'm fixing up the van. And then after I've done all that, I'll do another van tour. So we will be able to see the difference between how the van is now at the moment, and then see the difference between how the van is going to be later on. So I was thinking about calling this video just van tour. And then I was thinking about calling the video when I'm fixing up the van something like, I don't know, fixing up the van again or something, I don't know, something like that. And then when I do the other van tour, I was thinking about calling that video van tour update or something like that, if that makes sense. So let's get on with the video, shall we? Okay, so I'll just turn the phone around to show you. This is my van, and her name is Kaya. And the reason why I have called her Kaya is because she's a 2005 Kia Pagero van. And Kia Pagero vans are also called Kia Besta and Kia Bongo in other countries, and they're really popular, especially in South America and Australia here too. I have so many Kia Pagero vans here in Australia, and the reason why they're very popular is because of their size, because they're quite a large van. They're also very reliable, but they are quite cheap, and for that reason, that's why they're very popular. And that's one reason why I have decided to get this van. And when I first got my van, it was important to me that my van was big enough and roomy enough to live in and comfy enough to move around and that, but also could park in a normal car park. And this van does park inside a normal car park. Well, it takes up most of the space, but that's okay because it still parks within a normal car park. And as you can see, I've added some reflective stickers to the van. And the reason why I've done that is because so other drivers can see me when I'm driving at night time. So it's a really good idea that you have reflective stickers on your vehicle, especially if you're going to be driving at night time. Okay, so at the front here, this is my snow windscreen cover. This was actually made for the snow, and these are great because I use this to keep my van cool, to keep the heat out of my van, and it really does work. It does it doesn't keep your van 100% cool, but it does keep your van probably about 30% or so cooler. So I actually recommend these snow windscreen covers because they're great for keeping your van warm in winter and cool in summer. And this here is I've got up here are my privacy curtains, and I've got some more privacy curtains up here. And okay, so I'll show you the cab, and we've got some curtains along here. They're just normal kitchen curtains. I'll move that back a bit. But I have to clean up there because when my mechanic was working on the car, he ended up splashing oil everywhere. So I'm going to clean that. And then on the roof, I've put a doily up on the roof, but I haven't finished the ceiling yet. I'm going to cover the whole ceiling with doilies, and the reason for that is because two reasons. One is decoration, and two is because of the colour white creates an optical illusion that the area or the space looks bigger, and that's what I've done here in the back of the van. As you can see, I haven't quite finished the ceiling, but I nearly have. As you can see, I've decorated with doilies, and again, because I like lots of colour, and it's for decoration, and also because of the colour it creates an illusion that the space is bigger. Like mirrors. Mirrors do the same thing too, because mirrors create an optical illusion that the space looks bigger. It's the same thing with the colour white. Like for example, if you paint a room white, it's going to look bigger. You know, same thing. And I've got some pink and black coaster covers, and this is just some storage I've got a pot plant up there. Now this here is Kelly's bed. This is her bed here, and it's got a pillow. It's got a blanket there. And I'll turn this around here like that. And this here is Kelly's sleeping bag. And on the dashboard we've got some knickknacks. I'm going to take all them off. I've got some pink car wrap to go up on the dashboard, so I'm going to take everything off, put the pink car wrap up on the dashboard and around the cab, like on the doors and that. And then I'll put everything back, but rearrange it better. And if we have a look, let's put you on pause. Okay, so in the cab, behind the seat, this here is my umbrella holder. So if we go in there, if I can get it out, I've got my umbrella, and over here I've got my tool bag, and in my tool bag I've got my electric drill, and we've got my pink tools. Pink, 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 pink. You must have pink tools in your van. And up here, this here is my privacy curtain, so that curtain goes over the windscreen like that, and I need to put you on pause. Yeah, so my my processor has fallen off and everything's gone really quiet. So I'll just stick that back on again. Oh my God. Everything's gone really loud again. My brain's just gone pop. Okay, so over here, this here is my 12-volt mini air compressor. I made a video about that, but I'm still going to show you how I do that. And here is my table. Hang on. Right, so this here is my table, my hanging table. You know, so sometimes I use it in the cab, sometimes I use it in the back, but that's a really good table. And now I'm going to show you how I use my 12-volt mini air compressor. Okay, so just before I show you how I use my mini air compressor, I just want to show this. I've got two steering wheel covers. I've got a pink and black steering wheel cover. I'm not sure if that's silicone or plastic, the pink and black one. But it's important to me that I have a lot of pink in my van because pink is a nice colour. And then I put this black lacy steering wheel cover on top. And the reason for that, again, two reasons, is because one is decoration, but two is because this steering wheel cover, because it's made from wool, it actually helps to keep the steering wheel cool in summer and warm in winter. Have you mean like when you hop in your car and your car's been sitting in the hot sun for a little while and you stick your hand on the steering wheel and oh my God, it's boiling hot? Well, this steering wheel cover stops that. So it makes it a lot more comfortable to drive. And up here I've put this, so that helps to keep the sun out of my eyes. And up here I've got a mirror. That's the USB that lights up, but it needs to be recharged. And this here is my for my sunglasses. And over there, that is for tissues, a tissue holder. And I have up here my mirror dash cam. And I need to hop in the van. Okay, so this here is my if I can just get that up there, that's my oh shit, sorry. I touched sorry, that was my fault. I touched the speaker. That's the dash cam for the back, the rear dash cam and rear camera for this here. So that's my mirror dash cam, and it's got a rear dash cam and a camera. You know, a reversing camera, but I have to get my mechanic to fix it up because that cable doesn't reach the back of my van because my van is so long. So I have to get my mechanic to have a look at that. And here I've got a little table. So when I drive to McDonald's, I can put like a hamburger up on there. And I've got a pot plant and that up there. So we've got up here, this here. Let me show you. And this here is my camera. And it takes batteries. And it's not a real camera, but it looks like a real camera. And you put batteries in it and you turn it on and it actually lights up like a real camera. So in other words, it's a pretend camera. So, but people don't know that. They think it's a real camera. So they think I have real security cameras in my van. And so it would like, if someone was going to say, try to break into my van and they see that camera, they're going to think, oh, she's got surveillance cameras, I'm not going to break into her van. So yeah, and this is my steering wheel, sorry, my gear stick. I've got a little jumper, and around here I'll put some crystals, some crystal bangles. Around here I've got some more crystal bangles too, and some hair scrunchies. Okay, so behind the driver's seat I've got some more storage, and this is Patty's cleaning patty, and tape, and this anti-fog for your windows. And I've got some more flowers down here. They were along up here, but because it's been so hot, all the glue that I had has melted, so everything's falling down. So I have to fix that up. And over here is, if I can get it, and that's my my steering wheel lock. Okay, and I also have some pink car wrap. So this is just ordinary pink car wrap. So I'm going to put this along the dashboard and along the doors in the cab. And I was thinking about putting the car wrap on the outside of the van too, so like on the doors and that, so we'll see how we go. Okay, so this here is my VTO Man power station, a 600 watt, and I'm going to use this power station to power my 12 volt mini air compressor. Okay, so now I've got my 12 volt mini air compressor. So what I've done is I've had to use my little inverter, which I've got plugged into the cigarette lighter, which also has some USB as well as an international thing, so I can use different things. As you can see, it's working. Look at that. That's working really well. And this is my little cute little, isn't that cute? Pink. Pink glitter. That's for my tyre. Look how quickly it's putting air into my tyres. Alright, so I don't know why well, my power station wasn't working then. It was working before. So when my power station isn't working, I just use the inverter in my van. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this away now. So what I do is we just wrap it up like so. Now what do you say, make sure you be careful because it gets really hot. And then I just stick it back into the carry bag. And then I just stick it behind the shade in the cab. Now I made a video about how to use this 12 volt mini air compressor, so you can check out that video if you want to. Now what was that called? Oh, I can't remember what it was called. Something like I can't believe I found a 12 volt mini air compressor that actually works, or something like that. But anyway, you'll find it. Okay, oh my god, it's so hot. Okay, so let's have a look in the back now. So the van is made up of 3 sections. So we got the first section, which is the cab. Now this is Callie's bedroom. She's got a bed here. And when we're driving along, I put her kitty litter tray over on my seat when we parked up. But when I'm driving, I put a kitty litter tray along here. And over here, I've got my USB mini air conditioner. And this is for you keep your drinks cold. And I've got here some more film wrap for the windows. And I've got in here some things for the van. What else we got in here? Some warning signs, video warning signs for the van. And a few other things, lights and stuff that we want to put into the van. And I've got another light which I use in the van, so yeah. So the cab is Callie's bedroom, so the middle part of the van is the living room, and the rear part of the van is the bedroom. As you can see, so what I've done here is I'll just put a green mat down here, which covers the whole floor. And then here, we've got up here, these are just tiles. These are just, they're just lino tiles that I got from Barney. So they're on top of the green mat. So the green mat, the tiles, and the black plastic that's underneath the green mat. So that's like an insulation for the floor. And this here is my Thetford potty toilet. And I've just put a car cover over the top. I like this one because, you know, you can put your phone or whatever into here. It's got a couple of little pockets. And the curtains are coming down again. And we just got some cushions up there. So what I've done is I just put a cushion on top of the toilet. I'll move that out the way. And that's my curtain, privacy curtain, magnetic privacy curtain. So this here is my Thetford potty toilet. You can put it up there like that. As you can see. That's what it looks like. And when you're using it, you just pull that lid like that. And that's where the water goes in there. And water goes into this part here. And when you want to flush the toilet, you just go like that with this part here. And then you pull that out, and that's how you flush it. And I'll just stack the toilet next to my couch. This is just an ordinary storage bench. And as you can see, there's a bit of a gap. That's why I've put the cushion here. So it makes that even. Okay, I'll put you up there for a minute. Okay, so because my ornament and neck shelf is broken, I did a video about that. You can check out that video. What's that called? I can't remember what it was called now. Oh my God, how did that happen? How am I going to fix it? Something like that. You can check out that video. And I ended up replacing that shelf with this bathroom shelf. But because this bathroom shelf is a little bit too small, what I'm going to do is I have another bathroom, sorry, it's not a bathroom shelf. It's a 3-tier corner shelf that I have in my lounge room. So that's a lot bigger, so I'm going to replace this shelf with that one. So I can put, because this shelf doesn't fit all of the ornaments and knickknacks that I had on the previous shelf. So I'll put that shelf in here, and that shelf can go back into my bathroom. Okay, so what I've done here is, as you can see, is that I've painted the bars pink, and I'll put some contact along the doors, with a couple of mirrors as well, as you can see. And what I was thinking was painting this part along here pink. And because it's been hot, because it's been hot, the glue has melted, so I need to fix that up as well. And up the top here, I've got some curtains and some privacy curtains like so. Of course they're pink, and we put some flowers up along here, and I put a light up here, and we've got some string lights and a disco ball, another light, and that. So I'll just show you, bring that back here. Move these ones out the way. And we grab these magnetic curtains. And these ones go up along there like so. So these are the privacy curtains for the daytime. Oh my God, it's really, really hot in here. Now, like I said, because it's been really hot this summer, all the glue has melted, so all the decor, not all of the decor, but most of the decor, the curtains that I've used the glue to hang up, has all fallen down, and I have to redo all that up again too. Like these ones along here. Look at that. This was sitting up here like that. Let's see if I can try and get see if I can get this one back up here if I can. Not going to go. But anyway, that goes up there like that. But I need to fix all that up because it's just falling down because it's melted from the heat. And I have this mirror, and this mirror was hanging up in the middle here like so. So I have to put that back up there again too. But we will get there. Okay, so over here, we've got my water container with the USB dispenser, and we've got some crystals. The flowers are falling down. Oh my God, we have some crystals up here, but they're falling down too. And over here we've got my fridge. And let me see if I can. So that's my little fridge. So that fridge is when I'm travelling in my van. That's where I keep butter and salads or maybe a cold drink. So I'll just put this back up here. Okay, and over here I've got a USB lamp, and we've got some tulips and some more flowers. And here is my 12-volt mini. Turn you around like that. Please stay there. So this is my 12-volt mini air conditioner. So you open it up and you fill the bottle up with cold water and ice. is this one? And this one here, you put round this underneath cold water, and then you stick that into the freezer for a few hours or so. And this really does work with keeping your van cool. It's actually a dashboard. 12-volt mini air conditioner, so it sits on your dashboard, but I use it in the back of the van too. And just turn it on high or low or off. And over here I have my, this is just a storage container that you set into, in between your car seat, and you can have it either on the dash, near the side of the door in your seat, or you can have it on the other side in between your seat and the handbrake. And it's got so you can put a couple of drinks in there and your phone in there. And I just use it over here in the corner here. Just to stick whatever, knickknacks or whatever. As you can see, like that. And over here I have a shelf, so I'll move those out the way. Give me a minute. So this here is just another bathroom bench, and I just put like a piece of fabric over the top here. And you lift it up, and as you can see, you've got shelves underneath, and you've got another shelf down there. And over here, I've got my sink and vanity. Okay, so I got this sink from Amazon, and it comes with the lid. And it's got a sink in here. And over here I have my towel holder and towel. And up here, move that out the way. This is my electricity. This here is for take bugs and ants and stuff out of your van. Well, and up here we've got a towel and a towel holder, and this here is my soap dispenser, hand soap dispenser, and I put some crystals around the sink. And these ones here, these wooden things, they're for aromas, so you stick drops of essential oil onto the wood, and the wood absorbs the essential oils, which makes your van smell nice. And down here we have my vanity, and this here is my this is my tennis racket. And so what happens is that if I have a fly or something, or a mosquito in my van, and just turn it on there, it's battery operated, and then you just zap it. It's an electric tennis racket, so it kills flies and mosquitoes and insects, and it really does work. But make sure you don't touch the metal bit, when it's turned on. I did that once. I didn't mean to touch it, and I got an electric shock. So make sure you don't touch the racket while you're using it. Okay, so down here is my towel holder, and I'll just put a couple of mirrors on there. And this here is for my wipes, my wet wipes. And up here I've just got a little storage shelf to go to cover there. And over here I've got my kitchen stuff. So down the bottom we've got plates. We've got another towel holder. This is my grey water tank, the pipe from the sink. This here is my knife holder, so I'm going to stick that on here, and that can hold the knives and stuff. So the bottom shelf we've got plates and oh my god, it's so hot in here. So the bottom shelf is for cutlery, plates, stuff like that. The top shelf is for my grey water tank and the hose which comes in here. So the hose and the okay, so the hose and the sink plug, I got them from Temu, and the sink and the sink cover I got from Amazon, and the vanity unit, as you can see, the vanity unit, I bought that from a kids shop, a kids store, and that's actually a kids vanity. And so what I did, because it was a perfect size for my van, so what I can buy these online as well if you're interested. So I just bought the kids vanity unit from this kids store. I put it in the van, and then I got the sink, and I got the sink from Amazon. And what I did is I went to Barney's and I got the sink glue. So I glued the sink on top. And then I got the piping and the sink plug from Temu, as well as the 5 litre or 5 gallon water container from Temu as well. I'll give you another look. Yeah, so that's glued on there, and that's how I did and that's how I did my little sink and vanity, and voila, it works perfect. And this is my little candle. It's battery operated, and this goes up here, it hangs up here, but the little silver thing that I used to hang it up with, that fell down because of the heat, so I need to put that back up there too. Let's see if I can get it back up there. Hang on. Yes, I can. Look at that. Oh my god. Can't believe how hot it is. Oh my god. I can't wait for the summer to be over. Okay, so over here, this is my water container. One of my water containers. So what I do is when I want warm water, I just fill these up with hot water. Or maybe cold water, depending on what I need at the time. So that's one of my water containers that I use in my van. And this here is my table. It's just an ordinary C-shaped table, as you can see. And that fits perfectly into my van. So if you're looking for a good stable table for your van, I got this one from Temu. You can get them from Amazon, eBay, etc. So if you're looking for a good stable, C-shaped tables are the way to go because you can move them around. You know, you can put them anywhere way you like. They are C-shaped tables are really convenient for vans. Okay, so here underneath the bed is my fridge. See if I can get it out here. Let me bring you around here. This is my 12-volt car fridge. You've got some water in there. This one is, I think, a 7-litre car fridge. And it's also a heater too, meaning you can keep things cold, like cold drinks in your fridge here, like in summer. And you can use the same fridge in the winter, like to warm up your food, and it keeps food warm as well. Isn't that convenient? I got this from Temu. Okay, so underneath my bed here, if you can see, this is my bed. I've got another fridge here, a large fridge. However, that fridge has stopped working. That's why I ended up getting this fridge instead. So what I've done is I'm still going to keep that fridge, but I'm just going to use it as a cooler. And this here is my 12-volt portable foldable washing machine, which I got from Kmart. I made a video about this. I'm going to make another video about it. So what you do is you, if I can get it to, it's making a liar out of me. So this is my washing machine. It's a 12-volt. And that's what it looks like inside. Same 12-volt, it comes with a 12-volt cable. And that's the spin dry basket, so you stick the spin dry basket into here. If I can get it in. And this is an excellent washing machine. So I've made a video about how to use this washing machine, but I'm going to make another video. So I just stick the washing machine, fold it up underneath the bed like so, and I put the basket up there on top of that, so they sit underneath the bed. And over here I've got a little bag which I use to keep just things like scissors, you know, just little knickknacks and things, you know, hot glue, things that I use for my van, like the glues and stuff, you know, all the things that I need to put up all the decor, things like that sit in there. And I also have this foldable water container, water bladder, which I put underneath my bed too. So this is just for grey water. So when I'm using, like when I empty, water from the washing machine or from my grey water tanks, if I can't empty it outside and I need to put it somewhere, I just use this until I can empty it wherever. And this here is my USB dehumidifier. So you just plug it into your charger or power station, wherever. And when you empty it, you just take that out and empty it. And I always have trouble getting it back in. I don't know why. Oh, hang on. I thought it was making a lie out of me for a minute. So what I do is I just keep it on the floor down here. Let me show you. So that just sits on the floor in front of the couch like that. And here is my my battery container. Let me show you. So this is my container where I keep all of my batteries and rechargeable batteries. So it's got two sides, as you can see, and it holds over 150 batteries. And it comes with a battery tester. And you have all different size batteries, and I've got D1 rechargeable batteries, AAA rechargeable batteries, AA rechargeable batteries, plus normal batteries. And this is really handy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill both sides of this battery container. I'm going to fill it up with all rechargeable batteries in all different sizes, from AAA, AA, D, C, whatever. Because you're going to need a lot of batteries for your van, like to run fans, lights, etc. And I've noticed that the rechargeable batteries are way better. And I've also noticed that buying them online, I buy them from Temu now. I used to buy them from Woolworths, but now I buy them from Temu because they're a lot cheaper online. And they are so handy to have, because as soon as they run out, all you have to do is recharge them again. And they don't take long to recharge, which is good. And another thing I like about the rechargeable batteries is that they don't leak. Okay, so here is my bedroom. So I've got lots of blankets on my bed. As you can see, I've got a doona, sleeping bag, and there's a mattress, and there's a bed underneath. So the back of the van is my bedroom. The middle part of the van is the living area. And the cab is Kelly's bedroom. And what I did for my van is I went to IKEA and I bought a 120 centimeter garden bench. And the garden bench has a little storage unit underneath. So that's in the middle. So the garden bench is in the middle. And then I went to Barney's and I got a piece of plywood which goes over the top, and then I put some legs on the side to make it stable. And then I just put the mattress and the bedding on top, and that works for me. It's really comfortable. And as you can see, up here I put some decorations up there. And we've got shelving on each side. Those shelves were already in the van. And up the top here I've got some storage containers to put, that's going to store food in. And I just put a curtain over the top of it. And as you can see, if I can get it up, oh my God, finally. And so that shelf there is where I store my kitchen stuff. And on this shelf here is the closet. And then I just hang up some curtains at the back. And I'm really glad that I got this van. I mean, I only paid $4,500 because it's a Kia Pagero van. They're not expensive, but they're really reliable and they're very large. So that's why if you're looking for, like if you're going to be evicted and if you can't find any affordable housing available or whatever, and if you need to do van life for that reason, I mean, that's why I had to do van life in the first place. This is why I recommend getting a Kia Pagero van. I mean, they're really reliable. And even though I've done a lot of work on the van, I still need to make it a lot more comfortable. Like, for example, I need to get a high-top roof installed so I can stand up properly in my van. And I also need to get the air conditioner in my van fixed too. And I also want to get another air conditioner for in the back of the van here, whether it be in the roof or a portable air conditioner, I don't know yet, but I'll worry about that when the time comes. But I have everything that I need in here. I've got a couch, a toilet, sink with the vanity, a comfortable permanent single bed, I've got shelving. You know, I've got everything that I need. And that's what you need in your van. You know, you need to have all of the amenities that's going to emulate an apartment. Okay, so just before I finish up, I just want to show you my couch, which is just an ordinary storage bench that I got from a thrift store from, I think it was $15. So I use that as my couch as well as a storage bench. And like I said, I've just put cushions at the back to make it comfortable. And, you know, this is the storage bench. And I just put this over the top, so it's just, as you can see. And this is the storage bench, and in here I have my Arc Power Box. And I have another, let me put you up there for a minute. Oh my God, I can't believe it. You're not going to believe what just happened. My phone fell off the table onto the floor, and I'm thinking, oh no, another smashed phone. But luckily the screen's not broken. Thank you, Lord. How close was that? So what I do is I keep this is a metal cooler, and this is where I just store dry food. And I store this in the storage bench here. So that goes up here, if I can get it up here. That goes up into there, like so. Okay, and in here, this here is my portable bed. It's a foldable bed. So I can. So what happens is that this bed sits in the toilet. So this is what I use in my van when I just want to have a sponge bath. And, excuse me, it comes with an air pipe, so you can feel the air coming out of there. When, hang on. And this works really great. So this is what I use in my van when I just want to have a sponge bath in my van. I've also got a foldable plastic bathtub which I use in my van, so I can either have, so when I have a shower in my van, I either have a sponge bath with this, or I have a bathtub. But if I have a bath, I don't use a lot of water. But what I do is I'll use the bathtub to sit in, and I'll use my 12-volt portable shower in my bathtub. So whenever I'm out stealth camping or wherever in my van, I always shower in my van. I don't use public showers anywhere because I just feel more comfortable in my van. So this fits into my couch. So that goes into there like so. Okay. So I'm not going to show you the bathtub today, or maybe I should. I don't know. Okay, so this shelf here, this is my bathtub down here. This is my my folding bowl, like when I want to do dishes or something. And this is my kitchen stuff in here, and my cleaning stuff in here. Okay, so this is my portable foldable bathtub that I use in my van. And you just put the plug in there, and so I use my stool. I sit on my stool in here. I sit in my stool in here, and then I just use my 12-volt portable shower to have a wash in my van. So they're the two ways that I stay clean in my van. I either use my portable bidet to have a sponge bath, or I use my portable foldable bathtub. And, you know, and sometimes I might just have a bath, just sit in here and just fill up the bathtub, you know, with a little bit of water and just have a bath. And what I do is I use my 12-volt hot water immersion stick to heat up the water. And then when I've finished having a bath, you just empty it, give it a dry, fold it up, and then I stick it back on the shelf. And so I keep all my kitchen stuff in this container here, which sits on the middle shelf there. And that's my stove, my portable gas stove that I used to cook on in my van. And this is my 12-volt kettle. This is another way that I heat water up in my van too. And I've got a cute little pot and one glass. And I have some little string bags for garlic, potatoes, and onions. And this here is my USB mini rain tool. Woohoo! And this is great. So when you're cooking, you switch this over your pot or your pan, and it has 3 settings: medium, high, or low, and you can, oh my god, it just sucks up all of the mist and heat and everything into here. It really does work. I got this from Temu. And I have some more folding bowls, which I use. The folding bowls, they come in handy. So the larger folding bowl, I use this in my sink. So instead of letting the water go down into the grey water tank, I just use the water into here. And because it's just easy to empty this out the door than it is to empty the grey water tank. Okay, so I have to end the video here because it's been going over for an hour now. That's way too long. I wasn't expecting this video to go for too long, but I wanted to show you as much as I could in this van tour. So I'm going to fix up everything and all the other things that I want to do, some more decor, fix up the curtains and everything. And then once I've done that, I'll do another down to us so we can compare the difference between now and then. So hopefully you got some ideas for your van build from today's video. Okay, so thanks for joining me for today's video because I really appreciate it. I really do. And please subscribe to my channel to support me. And and of course, don't forget to give my videos a thumbs up. And I will see you, darling, in my next video. So until then, please take care. And of course, drive safely. Bye-bye, darling.